Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 970. This is Dune, Part 2. Dune 2, or Dune Part 2, is a 2024 film that is the second part of a two-part movie based on the first novel Dune by Frank Herbert. Dune Part 2, just like Dune 1, is directed by Denis Villeneuve. Villeneuve. This is from Warner Bros. Pictures and Legendary Pictures, and I saw this movie on April 12th, 2024 at AMC West Chester 18 in West Chester, Ohio. I have been putting off going to see this movie for a while, but I finally got a chance to see it, and it was definitely good. It was definitely highly anticipated, and the two parts of the two movies that comprise of the first novel, Dune, definitely critically acclaimed and very good movies. So, Dune Part 2 takes place after the events of Dune 1, where Paul Atreides reunites with Chani and the Freemen while seeking revenge against the conspirators who destroyed Paul's family. Facing the choice between the love of his wife and the fate of the universe, he must prevent a terrible future that only he can foresee. Ooh. So, Timothy Chalamet is Paul Atreides in the film. He is the Duke of House Atreides, and in the first film, we see Paul being with his father and mother in the House of Atreides, but now he sides with the Fremen, to overthrow House Harkonnen, who took over, or I wouldn't say took over, but pretty much destroyed House of Atreides. So Paul is having this idea of revenge against House Harkonnen for what they did to him and his family. And he joins the Fremen, including Chene, played by Zendaya, to try to stop how the Harkonnens from taking many other stuff. So Chene is kind of like Paul's love interest in the film. Rebecca Ferguson reprises her role as Lady Jessica, who is Paul's mother. Josh Brolin portrays Gurney Halleck in the film, who was the former leader or military leader of House Atreides, who was also Paul's mentor. Yes, he survives the offense of Dune 1. And so we also see newcomers like Austin Butler portraying Fide Wilfa, who is Baron Vladimir Harkonnen's youngest nephew and heir to House Harkonnen. And let's just say that Paul and Fred Walther will have a battle later on in the film. Florence Pugh portrays Princess Yulian in the film, Irulan, who is the Emperor's daughter. Christopher Walken portrays Emperor Saddam IV, who is the Emperor of the known universe, but also the head of House Corleone. Dave Bautista portrays Beast Rabbit in the film, who also reprises his role in the first film. He is the nephew of Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Rhea Seydous, Seydous, portrays Lady Margaret Fenay, who is a close friend of the Emperor. And we also see Stellan Skarsgård reprising his role as Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, who is the head of House Harkonnen and is the enemy to the Atreides. And we also see Charlotte Rampling as Reverend Mother Moram, who is a Bene Gesserit, Reverend Mother, and the Emperor's truth saver. Sophia Lyko portrays Sashiketi, Shishak, LL, or who is Sister Curry, is a Fremen warrior and Jenny's friend. And finally, we see Javier Bardem as Stithclaw, who is the leader of the Fremen tribe. And let's just say that, not at first, he doesn't really think of Paul too much at first. But then when Paul shows him his wolf and what he can do, let's just say the Stithclaw has more trust in him. And by the way, you can see in the trailer that he is on a sandworm, and that's pretty epic. This movie definitely needs to be seen in cinemas, as the filmmakers intended to make this movie in theaters. Unlike Dune 1, which was released in theaters but on HBO Max the same day, this movie, Dune Part 2, was released exclusively in theaters when it came out. And it definitely is highly anticipated. It definitely is a fitting second part to the first novel. And yeah, they really did a good job. So I won't say how it ends, but I will say it will lead to more stuff coming up, as this was the first out of several Dune novels that Frank Herbert was involved in. All I will say is this. Let's just say in the beginning of Dune 1, we see Paul Atreides being part of the House of Atreides family, and he's trying to not exactly follow in his father's footsteps of trying to be a leader or trying to be a figure in this house. At the end of Dune Part 2, or the first novel of Dune, he definitely becomes different. And this will lead to other events that happens in the other books. As something else comes, and he'll have to be ready to fight it. Now, I will say I don't know if they're gonna do all the Dune novels, but the filmmakers, including Denis Villeneuve, are intended to make Dune 3, which will be based on the second novel of the series, Dune Messiah. Whenever it will be released, I have no idea. But the cast and crew are intended to make Dune Messiah, or Dune 3 as they call it. And then who knows? Maybe there might be more, but we'll see. But Paul Atreides' journey is definitely not over yet. So that is my movie review of Dune Part 2. Please stay tuned for my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.